The unified struggle for self-rule. In 1905, the British colonial administration enacted the controversial partition of Bengal, ostensibly an administrative measure. The decision was widely seen as an attempt to split a culturally and economically vibrant region, thereby weakening the unity of its people. Outraged by this divide-and-rule tactic, Indians responded swiftly. The partition ignited the Swadeshi movement, a mass campaign that urged Indians to boycott British goods and revive indigenous industries. Intellectuals and political leaders, including figures like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai, lent their voices to the cause by linking economic self-reliance with a broader political awakening. This movement not only challenged the economic foundations of colonial rule, but also revived cultural pride and unity among diverse communities. Alongside the Swadeshi protests on the home front, a more radical strain of nationalism was beginning to take shape within the Indian National Congress, originally founded in 1885 as a forum for moderate reform under leaders like Dadabhai Naoroji and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. The Congress witnessed an internal shift during these tumultuous years. The rise of an extremist faction, epitomized by Tilak, brought assertive slogans such as "Swaraj is my birthright" into the mainstream, demanding immediate self-governance and mobilizing the public with fiery rhetoric that resonated widely across different strata of society. While these events were unfolding in the heart of India, a parallel protest was taking shape far from home. In 1913, Indian immigrants in North America established the Ghadar movement. Motivated by the same spirit of resistance against British rule, expatriates used newspapers, pamphlets, and secret meetings to call for revolution. Although their uprising did not immediately spark widespread rebellion in India, the Ghadar movement introduced a transnational dimension to the struggle. It demonstrated that the yearning for freedom was shared by Indians regardless of geography. In the years that followed, the call for self-governance grew louder and more organized. In 1916, two complementary currents emerged in the form of the Home Rule movement. In one part of the country, Bal Gangadhar Tilak led a vigorous campaign in the western provinces, while in another, Annie Besant rallied supporters in southern India. Both leaders envisioned constitutional reforms and self-governance as attainable goals within the British Dominion. Their mobilization methods, public meetings, persuasive literature, and petitions expanded nationalist sentiment beyond elite circles to include the growing middle class and even segments of rural society. After the First World War, the impact of these earlier struggles manifested in an unprecedented mobilization of the Indian populace, fueled by deep-seated frustration with ongoing colonial policies and influenced by the successes of previous movements. Mahatma Gandhi introduced the non-cooperation movement in 1920, emphasizing non-violent civil disobedience. Gandhi's approach catalyzed millions of Indians to withdraw their cooperation from British institutions. This method of mass protest not only disrupted colonial governance, but also solidified the idea that a united, non-violent revolution could reclaim India's right to self-rule. Concurrent with the non-cooperation efforts, the Khilafat movement emerged in 1919 among Indian Muslims. Sparked by the dismemberment of the Ottoman Caliphate after World War I, it sought to protect the institution of the Caliphate as a symbol of Islamic unity. Recognizing an opportunity for broader appeal, leaders bridged this movement with the nationalist cause, uniting Hindus and Muslims in a shared vision of resistance and reform. Together, these movements formed a rich tapestry of national resistance. The Swadeshi movement had awakened economic and cultural consciousness. The extremist path within the Congress had injected a powerful political urgency. The Home Rule movement had demonstrated that self-governance was an achievable goal, and the later non-cooperation and Khilafat movements harnessed the collective strength of millions through non-violent protest. Moreover, the Ghadar movement's international efforts signaled that resistance to colonialism transcended national borders. Each of these currents, despite differences in methods and philosophies, contributed to forging a unified national identity, a vital precursor to the eventual independence of India in 1947. This multifaceted struggle for self-rule underscores the complexity and unity of the Indian freedom movement. It was not a single monolithic effort, but a convergence of varied voices and tactics, all working toward the same end, the liberation of a people united by a shared heritage, pride, and the unwavering desire for self-determination. Join NBO Money Finance on YouTube for captivating insights into finance and history. Unlock expert analysis and inspiring stories.